What's going on, guys? It's Houston Sports Talk back in the video today. Today we're going to be talking about the Dallas Mavericks potentially signing Bucks star Khris Middleton in free agency as the Dallas Mavericks are interested in signing the Bucks All-Star in free agency and bringing in enforcement for Luka Doncic in next season, as Dallas is going to look to get back on track and hopefully, possibly become a championship contender with Luka Doncic. And an article by Bleacher Report, it does say that the Dallas Mavericks are eyeing players like DeAndre Ayton and Khris Middleton in free agents, or Middleton in free agency, and then Ayton in the trade market, and that they are also looking to re-sign Kyrie. So maybe, possibly, they just go all out and re-sign. I don't know. They probably don't have the money to re-sign both. Get re-sign Kyrie and sign Khris Middleton. So I think Khris Middleton could be the option for them if Kyrie decides to leave them in free agency. I don't know if they could get both Khris Middleton. I mean, they could maybe. I don't know money wise what is eligible for them to get it. I don't, with Luka and the money he's getting, they're probably gonna let Christian Wood walk in free agency. So in that case, I guess you could get Middleton and Kyrie, but I'm thinking Middleton would have to take a little bit of a pay cut for them to re-sign Kyrie. So then there's a big three in Dallas between Kyrie, Khris Middleton, and Luka Doncic. Getting into Khris Middleton, though, played this season with the Bucks. Only played 33 or 30-something games this year with the Bucks, averaged 15 points per game. Spent most of the year injured. But then the last 3 years, 21-22, averaged 20 points per game. Then 2021 season, he averaged 20.4 points per game. And then the year before that would be the 1920 season. He averaged 20.9 points per game. And I think he's been a 3-time All-Star, if that is correct. It's either 3 or 2. So he's been in the All-Star game three I believe 3 times. And to 3 All-Star selections and 3 straight seasons besides last year. But last year he was he was on minute restrictions and only played 30 games. So 3 straight years that he's averaged 20 points per game, and then he was pretty solid in the playoffs for the Bucks as well. I think he averaged like 25 or something in the playoffs. So he played some great, even though they lost to the Heat in 5 games, he played some great basketball in the playoffs. So he'd be a great addition for this Mavericks team. They'd be looking for basically a new small forward or shooting guard. With Hardaway Jr. possibly on his way out. They're going to probably trade Hardaway Jr. Either if it's to the Suns and a potential DeAndre Ayton deal, which I doubt it, or just going somewhere else for somebody. I do think that the Dallas Mavericks will trade Tim Hardaway Jr. somewhere. I don't know to where, but I think Tim Hardaway Jr. will not be a Dallas Maverick next season. I think he'll be moved in the trade market this offseason. And yeah, so, but I think Dallas, they'd be looking for a new starting 3 with Hardaway Jr., who did that most of the year last year, gone. And Khris Middleton would be the new guy. I mean, definitely Hardaway Jr. had a really solid 2022-23 season, but I think compared to what, Khris Middleton has done in his career, I think it's outstanding upgrade between getting Middleton compared to having Hardaway Jr. But the big question is, can they get Middleton and Kyrie? It's going to be a lot of money. Kyrie's going to, he's going to want the max. I don't know what the number would be. Probably like 185, maybe 4-year 185 for Kyrie, or 180, I'm thinking. Which I don't know how much money that'd be a year. And Middleton could want 4 years, 100 mil. So, or 3 years, 100 mil. Or not 3 years, 100 mil. Maybe you could get Middleton to 3 years over 90 million, and then Kyrie maybe down to 175 or 170, knowing that Middleton's coming to town. So you got Kyrie at the point, you got Luka at the 2, or maybe Middleton at the 2, and then Luka at the 3. And who's the rest of the starting lineup? I guess 4. I don't know who they'd start at the 4. Dorian Finney-Smith's gone. Trying to remember who they would. I don't know who they'd be starting at the 4, but the 5 would probably be Dwight Powell, or is he a free agent? So I don't know. They'd have some things to figure out after getting Middleton and Kyrie in free agency if they could get both. But maybe they trade for Aiden then. I have no idea. The Mavs have a lot of decisions to make. Maybe they're gonna have a lottery pick this year, so maybe who they draft is maybe they draft a power forward and that player becomes a starter. But I think the Dallas Mavericks, if they make a couple good moves in this offseason, Luka's healthy full year next year, I think they should be a good team next year. They're just choked at the end of the year. But we'll see what happens with the Dallas Mavericks. You guys have your thoughts, and let me know if you think the Dallas Mavericks should sign Khris Middleton. That's the video. If you guys enjoyed, and peace out.